Okay, my beautiful friends, here we are again, you and me together at last, and we do have to talk because the shit show really is just that. So anyway, this Thursday, July 8th, 2021. Let's talk about that real quick. So you and I have been getting fist fed. When some kind of an economic boom, things are fantastic. Meanwhile, yesterday the Fed says, oh, no, no, no. That's actually not the case, and our economy isn't doing so well. Well, today, this morning, we find out that that is exactly true. Our economy is slowing down. Job growth is slowing down. And these unemployment numbers, first-time unemployment claims, unexpectedly rise. 373,000. Look, this is no surprise to you or me. It's an environment of, lies and propaganda and distraction. So what else would you expect? What are we doing here? Nothing. We're not growing. Our economy is contracting, as a matter of fact, very, very rapidly. And all you got to look at is the debt to GDP ratio, which is exploding, debts and deficits, ballooning, and we're being told everything is just great. It's unbelievable how our government is allowed to lie to us like this. But you're not allowed to lie to the government. You know that's a felony. It's an incredible situation, but that's it. That's where we're at. Anyway, so on the back of all this, stock futures lower across the board. Stocks are slated for a lower open, but I can promise you this, I'll be buying that dip today. You will, at least you should consider buying the dips across the board yet again, because it's not going to stop. The easy money was promised yesterday to the market to the tune of $80 billion in treasuries per month at least. And again, at least $40 billion per month in mortgage-backed securities. The Fed is not done. That is a floor. There's no top. And the Fed is going to continue to buy it all. Again, via their own admission, they're not seeing significant progress in the economy. But we're booming. We're booming. Ex-CNBC, ex-Bloomberg, Fox Business. Oh, yeah. Booming. Things are fantastic. Like I said yesterday. Sure. For the rich and the well-off, yeah, things are doing great. For the middle class, the backbone of the world, they're dying. You're absolutely dying. Going away, as I explained, would happen for many years ago. And it's kind of right in our face. So we got this situation here where stocks are slated for a lower open. Okay, the dip is going to get bought. I'm certain of that. We don't get pullbacks. We don't get corrections that last. We get little drops here and there. But again, what happens? They all get bought up. You got this 10-year yield, people. I mean, it is in free fall. Literally. 1.28. Last time I looked at it, the entire yield curve is flattening out. And I've explained to you, this is the big tell, that the economy is cratering. But no one wants to talk about that. No, because you're not supposed to know. You're not supposed to know any of this stuff. The dollar right now, taking a pretty big hit. Gold and silver right now are higher. Cryptocurrencies are also taking a hit right now. Okay, whatever. I don't care. You know how I played these things, people. I don't know how many times I can say the same things over and over again. It's the truth here. But what's the takeaway from today? We have a stock market in la la land. We hit record highs yesterday with regard to the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ. The Dow put on a nice gain yesterday as well. Today we're going to give some back at least at the open. Who knows what they're going to pull off here. Crude oil is still around $72 a barrel, going much, much higher. The Fed's going to continue to inflate by design. There's no accidents here at all. All this has been well thought out in advance. Again, what we're seeing now is just the side effect of policies that have been put in place, well, decades ago. And they're just stringing the global economy and the people along with them. The central banks really are public enemy number one, and everything we're seeing now, again, has been thought out. And they're bringing us to our knees as a world, as a people of the world, so we can be slaves to the central banks. You all know that. It's an astounding situation to be caught up in, and all you're hearing about is more spending, more debt, more deficits from our so-called representatives. Ask them where they're getting the cash from. Ask them where they're getting the cash from. We don't have it. The United States, the developed nations of the world, are broke. They're destitute. They're slaves to their central banks, which are the real government. We don't have the money, okay? So it's got to be created out of thin air by central banks who are, fulfilling their end game to be the lenders and buyers of last resort. People, you know it. You've known all this for a very, very long time. I've kept you really in the right spots here, and you know exactly what's happening and why it's happening, which is more important. Again, a slave world and a slave people, an elimination of the middle class, the creation of a two-tier society, extreme haves and extreme have-nots. And it's absolutely in our face. There's no other way to put this. All right, people, look, an important video today. Like I said, stocks slated for a lower open here. Proof positive that our economy is in free fall. We're not doing anything. We're not creating jobs. We're not expanding anything. We're contracting at a very rapid pace. Just looking at the debt to GDP ratio, and that's where we're at. So forget the lies and the propaganda. I think you know that. If you follow this blog, you are clearly in the know. All right, with that said, people, I'm going to let you all go. Let's see what they pull off today. I'm sure it's going to be more than interesting. And this dip is going to get bought, whether it's today, whether it's tomorrow. There's just no doubt about it, because the easy money has not even begun. I will see all of you at the end of the day. This guy here loves you a lot. See you later.